This is the Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe Class Autobot Drift. The figure is part of the second wave of these Deluxe Class figures in the Premier Edition subline of the Transformers The Last Night movie line. Here's the rest of the assortment. Steelbane. Not picked up Steelbane yet. Waiting for it to go on clearance a little bit. I have a feeling it's one of those Dinobots that are not involved in the movie. I don't know. If he's in the movie, probably pick him up. But as it is, I've not picked him up. I've picked up this guy and this guy. I picked him up mostly for the alt mode. I love his Mercedes-Benz alt mode. And the robot mode, and here's more of the fantastic artwork. Look at that. I hope it looks that awesome in the movie. It probably will. If he looks very familiar, that's because it's the exact, well, almost the exact same figure. They've done something to tweak the figure a bit so that there's less moving parts or less transformation steps, I think. But the head sculpt is the same. They've found a way to resculpt the chest piece of sorts to add that Mercedes-Benz emblem right there instead of the Bugatti emblem, and which sucks really, because it's a fake emblem. The real emblem of the Mercedes-Benz in alt mode is right here in his feet, and it was a reverse transformation. This was the front part of the car, and the back part of the car is his feet. In this new transformation, the feet become the front part, and this headpiece is this top part is the back part of the car, which kind of sucks because you have that fall symbol, but that's fine. Nothing too much to complain about. My biggest gripe actually would have to be the plastic they used for the figure. Everything else is fine, but the red pieces look flimsy. They look like KO plastic pieces, which sucks. Also, the swords, if you've noticed, they've come packaged bent because they're made of softer PVC material. I love the color they used, the gunmetal gray, but it's just so bendy. He also has these two other smaller knives or swords, which is a far cry from what we got back in the day, which was much firmer blade, which is, I don't understand why they had to do that, because it wasn't as pointy. I mean, this one is actually much sharper right now. I'm doing it now. This one is more blunt. So I don't know where they were going with that. I wish they could have kept the same plastic. Were they afraid of that gold plastic syndrome? They could have used silver. They could have used gunmetal gray. No idea why. Paint apps on even the color scheme. I suppose he's taken on a new color, new alt mode. That's fine, but I wish they could have used the same kind of quality plastic they used when they used blue. It had that metallic glittery paint flake on it, and this one, it's just boring. It's just glossy plastic that could pass as a KO plastic, which is, to think of it, he's actually much lighter than this one, which just sucks. I mean, I wish it was more of an improvement rather than a downgrading of sorts. The weapons definitely, I wish, could have been much more firmer, but yeah. So you see the arms are basically the same, the legs almost the same. They changed this one. The wheels different. That's interesting. They've removed that flap that folds down, and the whole back piece is much different. But the head sculpt, I think, is practically the same. They just painted it this way. Kind of looks like V for Vendetta, but this one, you know what? Just aesthetics alone, I'm really liking the original Drift. I'm liking this Age of Extinction Drift much better in alt mode than this guy. So, darn it, Hasbro. Articulation, same as that one. It's got a ball jointed neck, just a ball jointed neck, no waist articulation, whatever. Or chest, he's got a ball hinge shoulder, ball hinge elbow, and just a hinge wrist. Maybe because of transformation, I think. Ball jointed a ball hinge hip. He's got a thigh swivel, hinge knees, and some foot articulation because of transformation. If you're looking through several on the pegs, paint apps wise, this is the one you have to look out for. The black on the silver sometimes is unevenly painted. There are like a lot of ones that I've seen that have missing black paint. There's just a little bit it was short on the black paint. Some of the pieces have great black paint but have scratches on the silver. On his gold mask, there are some with scratches here and there, so just be wary about that. But other than that, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So let's transform him. The small blades can fit right here. Is it right here? In the old Drift, they fit on the roof of the car. We'll transform him later as well to give you a nice little comparison. So transforming is basically the same. Go ahead and there we go. Yeah, just keep this like that for now. And it's basically the same. You just fold the feet up and then form the front part of the car. I didn't even read the instructions that well because it's basically the same, like that. And then it's the kibble at the back kibble, this one that really will do a lot of the transformation for you. What is going on? Did I mess it up? This is supposed to be the hood. The instructions clearly say to just fold. Okay, there we go. Just fold it like that. And then just tab it in like that. Okay. It's very loose. I don't know, for some reason it is. Just fold the arms like that, collapse the shoulders, and you should be able to just tab everything in. It's a more simplified transformation of the original. Oh my goodness, this thing is just absolutely annoying. I wish it was, put some super glue or floor polish on that. And there is no transformation on the head. The original figure, which I will show you, the head sort of collapses backwards. You can, I suppose, fold it like this so that it gets hidden. But that headpiece is not gonna let you collapse the son of a... Okay, Drift. Okay, Drift. Let's just transform him this way. And that's it. That's his Mercedes SLK alt mode. So I guess with Soundwave gone, he's taken up the new Mercedes moniker or alt mode. So not so bad, not too bad. I do love this alt mode. And we can put the swords here. Okay, it still will roll, but tab-wise, it becomes just a little bit as flimsy as Berserker if you're not very particular with transforming and all the steps involved. So much like Berserker, you have to do things in a systematic way. So not too bad. The wheels could have been done better. I think could have had that metallic or flake type of plastic, but I didn't use that. Again, that's my gripe about this one. These armor bits, they look nice, but the arm pieces, they don't. They put all the paint apps on the front part of the car. That's great. You got an Autobot symbol right there. No paint apps at the back. Some racing stripes down the side. Not too bad. Kind of looks like a Hot Wheels car, but as it is, very, very nice. A little bit disappointing with some of the pieces, but as it is, it's not bad. Now, just before we end, let me just transform this guy so you guys get a better idea of how things go. This was much better in my opinion. I actually really, really like this one. Way better than the than this one. But you know, it's okay. And even the transformation for this one had a little bit more solidity to it. Mainly probably because the Bugatti was a much shorter car compared to the Mercedes. I don't know. But yeah. doing? What are you doing? Transform it now, okay? Dude. Okay. 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 What are you doing wrong? This wasn't like this in practice. Or oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. The hell? Okay, whatever. You want to go in. Okay, I almost broke it. So yeah, as I said, the Bugatti is a little bit shorter than the Mercedes. Where did he put this? Okay, right here. Right here. Different slots, as you can see. Interesting. But given the choice, I think I actually prefer the Age of Extinction Drift more than the Last Night. But I do love this alt mode, so it's confusing. I love the alt mode on this one much better than this one, but as a figure itself, this one's great. So, as it is, I did give this one a 10 out of 10. This one, because of the issues, I want to give it a 9, 8.5, maybe 8.5, because I was a little bit disappointed. Here's the instructions. So there you go, folks. It's a nice little drift to add to your collection. But as it is, they could have gone much better. I wish they had stayed with the original. They could have made this one the same. They could have used better plastic. The transformation, albeit they didn't want to change too much of the original figure, so they had to make do with that. So, okay, forgivable. 8.5 for me. There you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Transformers, the Last Night Premier Edition Deluxe Class Autobot Drift. Thanks for watching.